Hello everybody and welcome to this week's reading vlog. So it is currently Monday, of course. It is 2 o'clock in the afternoon and this week is going to be all over the place, to say the least. So starting off with work, I only work one day this week and that is today. I have work at 3 and it's currently 2 o'clock, so I should probably start getting ready after I'm done updating you guys. So I have that. And then the rest of the week is going to be a little bit crazy because my brother is graduating high school on Thursday. His prom is tomorrow, so I'm going to go up to the location up in New Hampshire where they're having their prom and see the promenade, and then go from there. Thursday is the graduation ceremony, and then Saturday is his graduation party. So a lot of stuff going on as far as that. And then hopefully I would love to get a lot of reading done this week. If you guys saw last week's vlog, which I'll have linked in the cards, I didn't really do too good at my musicathon challenges, which was the readathon I was hosting last week with Miss Maddie Reads the Bookaholic Banter. I didn't fulfill any of the challenges, but I want to kind of continue on reading the books I had put on those TBR for those challenges into this week. I am currently reading 3 books. The first one I am currently reading is a reread, and that is Gray by Pete Wentz. This is fulfilling, or would fulfill the challenge of rereading a book that reminds you of a song. This is my favorite book of all time, if you guys do not know, and it would remind me of the song What a Catch Donnie by Fall Out Boy, which Pete Wentz is the bassist and lyricist for Fall Out Boy. And I love this book, obviously. It's my favorite book of all time for a reason. It's a really great mental health book. I would definitely recommend this for people who want a good adult, I guess you could call it contemporary. It could also classify as literary fiction, but it's more on the contemporary side. It deals with depression and suicide. Those are the 2 main topics, so big trigger warning for that. It also does deal with drug abuse, so also, I guess I could put your warning for that. But it's a really good book, and it changed my life. It's the reason I'm doing BookTube. I have a full review of it. It's like the second video I ever put up on my channel, so I'll link that in the cards as well. But I'm currently rereading this, and then on audio, I'm listening to Eleanor in Park by Rainbow Rowell. I only have like 3.5 hours left in that. It's okay. I liked Fangirl a lot, but this one is just meh. So that's on audio, and then on ebook I'm listening to A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness. So that is what I'm currently reading. I would like to finish Gray, obviously. I don't have too much left. Gray is really, really short. It's only 230 or so pages, so I could easily finish this in just a couple of sittings if I gave myself the time. The only other book I really do want to finish this week is The Seventh Song by Victoria Schwab. This was like the book I really wanted to get to last week, but I couldn't, so I do want to get to this. And that is my reading plans for this week. I would also like to do some writing, of course, but who knows if that's going to happen. And yeah, so that is my update. I am going to go get ready for work, and I will see you guys later. Okay, everybody, hopefully you can see me okay. The lighting is not the greatest. Hold on, let me fix my lighting. There we go. Anyways, it is 9:30 at night now. I, once again, not surprisingly, haven't done any reading since I last checked in. I went to work and came home and ate dinner, and that's pretty much everything that's happened since I updated you guys this afternoon. So my plan for the rest of the night is to watch some hockey, because I am watching the Stanley Cup final right now, even though the Bruins aren't in it because they got eliminated in the second round. I figured it's fun to watch because I do love watching hockey even if the Bruins aren't playing. So I'm going to watch that. It's the second period right now, so it's probably about like an hour or 2 left. So it might be like 10:30, 11 by the time the game's over, but I'm going to finish, or at least get a lot done in Gray tonight. And that's that. So that is going to be my final update for tonight, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Hello everybody, happy Tuesday. It is currently 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and today has been a pretty boring day. Let's see what on. I woke up really late today. I woke up at 11, and then I didn't get called to work, so I know I had the day ahead of me. So I woke up, ate breakfast, you know, yada yada yada, and then filmed a video, edited that, and got it exported onto my phone for tomorrow so I can upload it. That was my review of Stay Sweet, so that's all set and ready to go. I wrote 2 blog posts, my review of Stay Sweet on my blog, as well as my review of He Said, She Said. So those are both up on my blog, linked down below. And now it is just, you know, almost the nighttime, and my parents just left. And oh, so my brother, today is my brother's prom, and my parents are going out for the Grand March. I was gonna go, but I have other stuff to do to get ready for readathons during the summer, because I am participating in both Booktubeathon, like I did last year because I had so much fun, and also the biannual Bibliothon, because I'm one of the blogger hosts for that. So I gotta get ready for that. I'm planning out what to do for videos that week and everything. So that is that. And also the other reason why I didn't go up to the Grand March as much as I wanted to is I know what it's like. My brother goes to the same high school as I went to. It's the same location as I went to my prom, so I kind of know the location and know what it's like to be in the Grand March already. So I don't think it was necessary to go. My parents said it was up to me, so that is that. My plan for the rest of the night is to finish what I was doing earlier, watch BookTube, and do some gaming, possibly later tonight. I'm not sure about that yet. And then continue on, because I didn't read anything last night because the hockey game ended at like 11 o'clock. So I wanted to finish up Grey tonight and then move on to the Savage song. So that is my plan for the rest of the day. Hopefully I'll have something to update you guys on later tonight. If not, I will see you in the next clip whenever I have something to update on. So I'll see you then. Alright everybody, so it is now Thursday. It has been a couple of days since I last checked in, but it has been crazy. So this week, like I said at the beginning of the vlog, is the week that my brother is graduating high school. Today was the ceremony, so again, congratulations, Matt, if you're watching this, on graduating high school. I'm so proud of you. So that was the ceremony today, and we only got back from that like a couple of hours ago. We went out to dinner with my family afterwards, so it's been a long day. Yesterday really nothing happened as far as reading. I was watching hockey all last night, so I didn't really get any reading done. But in the like Tuesday night after I updated a little bit last night and a little bit today, I did manage to get to page 176 of Grey by Pete Wentz. So I am just thoroughly enjoying this book, even though it's a reread. It honestly feels like the first time I'm reading this again, because when I read it the first time, I know I explained this in a few videos before, I was going through a very hard time with my mental health. This year has not been the easiest on my mental health as well. You guys know at the beginning of the year I was very depressed as I was struggling with a lot of things. So this one has always gotten me through a lot, and I love it every time I reread it. So I'm very excited to finish this up. I think I'm going to finish it after I finished updating you guys. So that is my reading update. And then I also have a little mini haul, and 3 of these are library books. The other one was sent to me in the mail. So let's start with the one that was sent to me. This was sent to me for review by the author, and this is called Moral Panic by K.M. Eck, which I'm probably saying that author's name wrong. I'm so sorry. This is a adult science fiction / thriller. It takes place in the year 2025, so in the pretty near future. It follows our main character Tanner, who is like the head of a big company in this town, and he is fired one day because he is condemned as a criminal. So that sounds really interesting. It sounds like in the synopsis on the back, it sounds like he might be on the run from the government. There seems to be a love interest, so it sounds very interesting. It's very short. It's only 235 pages. So I think I'm going to put this on my June TBR because I have something very special planned for my June TBR, which you guys will see next week. So that is the book I got in the mail for review. And the other 3 books, like I said, are from the library. So the first one of those is To Kill a Kingdom by Alexandra Christo. This is a Little Mermaid retelling with sirens. Now, I am a huge Disney nerd. That's why Once Upon a Time is my favorite show of all time, because it brought out the inner Disney kid in me. So this one, like I said, it's a Little Mermaid retelling, which is my favorite Disney movie. And I heard it's very dark and kind of violent, but it also sticks to the original story very well. So I'm very excited to read this. I cannot wait. The next one is the chapter by chapter book club book of the month for the month of June. I'm also very excited about this because I've heard nothing but fantastic things about it, and that is The Wicked Deep by Shay Earnshaw. This is YA paranormal, I want to say, and it follows three sisters who back in 1822 were drowned for being considered witches because they were known to practice some sort of magic, and then every year since then they come back to their town in Oregon and take over the bodies of three innocent teenagers, and they kill boys for doing what they did to them. So that sounds fantastic. Again, I've been hearing nothing but fantastic things about it, and also this cover is just stunning. So that is that book. And the last book, you guys are probably going to be very confused and thinking, Jackie, don't you have this out from the library already? And his answer is, I did, but I returned it today and got another copy because my library has a second copy, and that is Lady Midnight by Cassandra Clare. This is book one in the Dark Artifices trilogy, and I tried this on audio back in March, I want to say. I was not a fan of the narrator. I did not like narration. So I've been trying to pick up the physical book, and I just haven't had the chance. But in June, I'm going to just go ahead and say this right now. So when you guys are watching it, it'll be the middle of June already, but I'm going to be planning on reading only library books in June, and except for my TBR jar pick and my review book. But other than that, I'm going to be reading all library books. So I wanted to get some big ones. I have quite a few on the bookshelves back there that you guys can't see, but they're there, and I really want to get to Lady Midnight because I would like to at least be caught up on the Shadowhunter books before the next one comes out in December. You guys know that my love-hate relationship with this world, I should say, not so much with the Infernal Devices, but with the Mortal Instruments. Man, we have a history, and I've been saying this ever since I started reading the second half of the Mortal Instruments, but I am going to plan on doing an entire world review, like talking about all three series in one video sometime this year, hopefully, if not next year, but we'll see. So I would like to catch up on this. This is a huge book. It's like 700 pages or close to 700. Let's see. Oh my god, it's so big. It's oh my god. There's like an excerpt at the end of the book for the, I think it's for Lord of Shadows. If not, it's for the let's see. Oh, it's like a short story, never mind. In total, besides the extra pages, this book is 668 pages, so just under 700 pages. Maybe I'll give the audiobook another try on this one, I'm not sure. But anyways, before I ramble on any further, that is going to be my update for today. Hopefully tomorrow I'll have more exciting things to talk about, like my update on my read of Grey and moving on to the Savage Song, but who knows. So that is it, guys, and I will see you tomorrow morning. Okay, everybody, hopefully you can see me okay. The lighting is like terrible in my room for some reason, but it is Saturday. It is almost 9 o'clock at night. It's been a long day. So pretty much wrap up today. I was out of my house the entire day because my brother's graduation party was today. So I was out from like 11 o'clock a.m. to, well, just about 15 minutes ago. So that is that. I didn't get a whole ton of reading done over these past 24 hours. Last night I got to the point where I have about 2 hours and 15 minutes left in my audiobook of Eleanor Park by Rainbow Rowell. That book, I really haven't talked much about my feelings on, but I just think it's okay. I have read one other book by this author before, that was Fangirl. I read that back in February, I want to say, and I really did enjoy that. This one I'm just not connecting to as much as I did connect to Fangirl when I read that. So that is that. And then with Throne of Glass, which is behind me, I just don't feel like reaching and getting it because I'm lazy. I got to page 7 of that, so not much reading done at all because I fell asleep like right after I updated you guys last night. But that is my reading update. And then today, after the party was over, me and my cousin and my uncle went up to the Barnes & Noble. And of course, I got one book, just one this time, because your girl is broke as hell, and I don't need to be spending a shit ton of money on books, even though I would really like to. But this one I am very excited to read. Now, you guys know that I have been reading a lot of books by this author recently. You probably guessed what it is already, but, I only own one physical copy of this author's books on my shelves, and that book is It by Stephen King. I have been reading, or trying to read, I should say, one Stephen King book every month. I started off with Mr. Mercedes back in February, fell in love with Stephen King's writing, then I read The Shining in March, and Carrie in April, and I've loved pretty much every single one of those books, except for The Shining. I really didn't like that, but this one is a hunker. It's over 1,000 pages long, but, it's horror, which technically Carrie was horror as well. I think The Shining was classified as horror too, but neither of those were scary. I feel like this is going to scare the crap out of me because I hate clowns. But I've heard nothing fantastic things about this. I know there is some language used in this book that people don't necessarily like. I also heard there's a very controversial scene at some point during the book that people also find kind of unnecessary, but this was written back in the 1980s, or I think the 80s. It was the 70s or the 80s. I think it was the 80s. Let's see. Yeah, 1986. So this was written back in the 80s. That wasn't really a big controversial thing back then. So I will keep those in mind going in. But I'm so excited to read it. I think I might save this for closer to Halloween when I have some more time to read this, because again, it's huge and I don't really have the time to read a huge book like this right now, with school about to start back up for me in just a couple of weeks. So that is what I bought at Barnes & Noble today. I'm so excited to read it, and yeah, so that is my update probably for the rest of the night. Right now I am actually going to go watch some hockey because the Stanley Cup final is on and I want to watch it even though the Bruins aren't in it. But, I still love watching hockey. So that's what I'm going to do for the good majority of the night, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Hello guys, happy Sunday. So hopefully you can see me okay. I'm in the area near my desk and the lighting isn't the greatest. Also, if you hear a noise in the background, ignore that. That is just the air purifier that's in my room because my allergies are literally killing me slowly. So that is that. Anyways, I'm here for my reading update. As far as reading, I did manage to finish my ebook yesterday. That was A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness. I ended up giving it 4 stars, but it's more like a 3.5 rounded up. I liked it. It was emotional, but it was very slow at times, and I had a hard time connecting with the main character. So it just was a little overhyped for me, but it was a good book. So I would check it out if you are interested. It's not like majorly overhyped. It is definitely worth reading if you liked emotional stories dealing with cancer. Yeah, that's pretty much the basic premise of the book. It's about a young boy who his mother is dying of cancer, and a monster comes and visits him every night and tells him stories. It's also a movie. I'm going to check out the movie probably sometime this week so I can see how the adaptation went. But yep, I finished that last night. Like I said, 4 stars from me. And that's about it. I haven't really done anything with Throne of Glass. I have like an hour and a half left in my audiobook of Eleanor Park, so hopefully I can finish that tomorrow before I go to work. But yeah, that is that. And I don't think I have anything planned for the rest of the night. I'm going to hop in the bath, take a bath, because like I just mentioned, have work tomorrow. And then we'll see where the rest of the night takes us. So hopefully I have something else to update you guys on before the end of the night. But if not, I will see you in my next vlog. Hey everybody, so it is now Monday. It is time to wrap up this week's reading vlog. So this week was a pretty good week as far as reading, despite, all the stuff with graduation going on last week. It was a pretty good reading week. I've managed to finish 2 books this week. The first of those, it was a reread, and that is Gray by Pete Wentz, and I ended up giving this a 5 out of 5 stars. Not surprising at all. My favorite book of all time. And the only other book I managed for this week was A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness, and I ended up giving that a 4 out of 5 stars. It was pretty good. Didn't really live up to the hype for me, but I still found it pretty enjoyable, so I also finished that this week. And that is everything that I finished. As far as what I am currently reading, I am still reading Thrown to Glass by Sarah J. Maas. I am on page 50 of this, so hopefully I can finish this next week. And then on audio, I am still listening to Eleanor Park by Rainbow Bile. I have an hour and 10 minutes left in that, so I'm probably going to try to finish it today. But anyways, that is all I'm going to have for this reading vlog, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you have not already. I post new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Be sure to let me know in the comments down below what you guys read this week, as I would love to know. And as always, all my social media links are linked down below for you guys if you'd like to follow me on any of those. And with that being said, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you soon for another video. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye!